What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Obviously recently been gaining a lot of subscribers, so I really appreciate that. So we probably have some new viewers here. If you guys newly subscribed, I really appreciate you guys. And also if you enjoy this video, drop a like, drop a comment as well. I'll respond to all my comments. So this video is going to be something a little bit different. I've been saying that recently in a lot of my videos, but in this video I just kind of want to talk about how success is like a pyramid. And it's the points I'm gonna bring up is not like the points that everyone talks about, like, hey, you gotta, work hard and all of that stuff. I just kind of want to visualize success for you guys in a way that how I personally realized it and what I've seen in other successful individuals. So yeah, this video just goes out to the people that, putting in work, working hard, and aren't necessarily seeing that success immediately, right? And like anything in this life, if something doesn't come easy, a lot of people give up, or if something doesn't come easy, then they think they're failing, or, stuff isn't working out right. So in this video, I kind of wanted to just kind of, change your mindset, change your guys' perspective on success. And if you guys are working hard out there, just kind of give some inspiration to you guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna be doing a quick visualization for you guys. So typically, let's imagine success like a pyramid, right? So you have a pyramid. This is gonna be kind of like you're looking at this pyramid from like a side angle, right? So if someone's looking at this, obviously this person up here, we'll call this like the successful person, right? Successful person. Okay, so this is the successful person. And obviously at the bottom here is gonna be, we'll call him the beginner. Beginner. I think that's how you spell it, beginner. Beginner. Yeah, I had that right the first place. Okay. As you guys can tell, I'm not good at spelling. Okay, so right. So this is looking at the pyramid from the side, right? That's kind of how we're going to visualize it. But if you're looking at the pyramid from, let's say, the top, which is a better view of how to look at it, right? So let's imagine a pyramid. What do you typically build a pyramid with? You build pyramids with, pieces, small pieces, right? So for example, let's say you have one brick here, another brick here. Actually, obviously those bricks are connected. So we have another brick here. We'll just do something like that. So we do something like that. And actually, so the base, obviously a base of a pyramid is a square, right? So you have something like that. Obviously this isn't gonna be the best drawing, but I think you guys understand the point. So just imagine that each of these are blocks of a pyramid, and this is the base. So if you take a look at this pyramid actually from the side, this pyramid from the side is this tall. Okay. This pyramid from the side is this tall, right? You guys are probably wondering, okay, what's the point? This pyramid isn't very high off the ground. And in this case, in this analogy that we're talking about here, you look just like the beginner. You're still at the bottom level. Okay. But what you don't know is that as a beginner, you're still laying down all these blocks. And as you could tell, there isn't just only one block. You have to lay down a lot of blocks, right? Especially to start off, right? And that's how a pyramid is. All right. And I'm getting to the point where I'm trying to get at, right? In the beginning, you're going to have to lay down a lot of blocks. And another thing that people don't talk about is if you want success, right? And depending on how high of a level of success you want, in the beginning, you're going to need to lay down more and more blocks, right? A good example I can bring up is, let's say if someone wanted to start a company, right? Let's take a look at Alex Hormozi, okay? In the beginning, Alex Hormozi, let's say when Alex Hormozi was 20 years old, right? We'll bring I don't know if we'll have it. We'll just bring the shape here. We'll say this. We'll say this person is Alex Hormozi, right? When Alex Hormozi was 20 years old, and I feel like he doesn't really talk about this in a lot of his videos. You guys are probably wondering why I always mention Alex Hormozi. He's one of the people I look up to. If you're seeing this, Alex Hormozi, I really appreciate your work, man. You do a good job. Okay, anyways, enough with that. So let's say this person is Alex Hormozi, right? And in the beginning, he was going to college, right? Let's say he was going to college, right? So we'll call that one block, okay? So he laid down one block. And I'm gonna always keep this in mind because this is kind of the one of the main points I want to always make. Right here, right? So from the side, in this angle, Alex Hormozi, or, you know, a person that wants to be successful, you're still at the beginning. Okay. Now he went to college. So then after that, he went to grad school. Okay. And then after that, he started one of his gym companies. Okay. And then after that, he got good at sales. Then after that, he got good at marketing. And then after that, he started building his podcast, building audience. Okay. Now, do you see how wide this base of a pyramid is getting? It's getting really wide. Okay. So you guys are probably wondering, you know, you have other people in life that, you know, are building their pyramids. But for example, let's say if I wanted to build a pyramid, right? And I didn't really want to build a wide base. I just wanted to, let's say, build, you know, one block here, you know, one block there. We'll call it 4 blocks, right? Build a pyramid like that, 4 blocks. Yeah, this base, even though this base is small from the side, this base is small. So from the side, it's still going to look the same, somewhat the same, right? But when you try to add to it, when you want to go to that next level, when you add the next foundation, it's not going to get as high. So this is kind of an analogy that I you know, kind of was putting together myself, and just, this kind of just something I was, you know, like visualize in my head about success, and, you know, why it's so tough in the beginning. So I don't know if you're in this situation, if you're trying to, you know, obviously become better, become successful. You probably are if you're watching this channel. Not a lot of my audience is, you know, young, hardworking people. So yeah, so if you're ambitious and you're looking to, you know, obviously become successful, you know, don't really worry about it feeling behind or whatever it might be, right? Because maybe you're building a pyramid, your pyramid's base is just, you know, bigger, and, you know, you have to put more blocks down. But, you know, once you start building those blocks, once you start putting things together, then, you know, your pyramid end up taller. So, all right, guys, that was kind of a random video, but I hope you guys found value in this video. And like I said, go ahead and drop a comment. I really appreciate it. I respond to all my comments. Drop a like if you think this video found value. And I really appreciate you guys getting this far into the video. And until next time.